Did you watch AW Dynamite?
Yeah, I did.
And we do not
Oh,
have the numbers yet, right?
No, they made it 655.
What was it last week?
670 or something.
Yeah, so down. This is just this their average. They're slightly a little bit above the previous 2 months average.
Yeah,
So
it was 679 last week, so down
right.
4%. Yeah.
All right, so
You
let
have
me
the quarter hours or no?
Yeah, put them up now.
Okay,
Oh,
put
you
them up.
do?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Why do I have to tell you this?
Yeah.
I read the number first, then I put the quarters up.
Right.
No, you don't, because I had to ask. Would have been up.
Well, this show basic. It did no up.
Same
no real,
thing. Great lead in, and then it just goes down.
Yeah, well, yeah, but no real peaks and valleys. It's kind of
Right.
like a more linear line. So everybody's kind of like, they had their audience, they watch the show, nothing really turned them off that much, So.
One at 45,000 for Swerve Fox, and then MJF. Yeah.
Well, that's a 9 o'clock hour.
And the learning.
So that
is 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, so this is funny because Sean Ross Sapp, this opening segment, arguably the best opening of Dynamite ever.
What?
Okay. Well,
is that what you're saying, or what?
No, that's what Sean Ross Sapp said. Go to Fight. No, Drew, do this too. Why don't you go to Will Ospreay's Twitter? Okay, and he tweeted the dive that he does, the thing he does in the balcony here. I want to show it. It's hysterical because I can't believe the wrestlers these days are like posting like things like that Will Ospreay posts.
Moonsault.
Right? I'll show it. Dude, where do you see it? Off the thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Ospreay. Okay. So Ospreay calls Kenny Omega out. No, not yet. We're not going to get there. Okay. No, that's not it. I don't think.
There's a.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. No. Go to Will Ospreay's.
I'm on Will Ospreay.
Twitter. That's not Will Ospreay's Twitter.
This is 1 million.
Okay. Wait, no, hang on. You're right. Hey, wait, hang on. Because there's an angle that he shows that I want to see it. He says, "I've never jumped this high from somewhere before." Is that? Keep going.
There it is.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go to that one, right? Okay, so not yet though.
I got it.
So Ospreay calls Kenny out, right? And bro, to me, this started out with a lot of promise. Unfortunately, the funny thing is the announcers are talking about how these are two of the biggest stars in the business. And of course, they're not dressed like stars at all. They look like two fans just wearing regular clothes. That should we wear like at least like $500 worth of clothes, like at the very least. Okay, you should have on a couple $100 worth of jeans, a $200 shirt, maybe a $100 hat if you got one, or some $200, $300, $400 shoes. Right? Ospreay's ring gear makes him look like a superstar. When he's not in his ring gear like these, he looks like just a fan. Okay. And I'll keep saying that these guys don't know how to dress like stars, and it hurts their show when the announcers you're catching this show and you're seeing these two biggest stars in the ring and they don't look the part at all.
When do you ever see like Conor McGregor not looking sharp?
Hey, come on, it's like dude, when you guys, this is not hating.
Even Logan Paul and his brother in that thing, even though they weren't wearing a suit,
right?
They're wearing expensive. Because you've got the money. It ain't like you don't have the money,
right?
And you can use it as a tax write-off.
Right. And it's not even that. It's like, dude, it's like, this is criticisms that these are good criticisms. Yeah. Like, you don't look like a star, dude.
Well, to young people, we're just boomer haters.
And I'm just saying, it's not hard to do. We're nice.
One of the reasons you get over is you look like a star. Like, even in Hollywood, even they have a more casual, laid-back thing, like Adam Sandler. You never see him well-dressed. He's always like in jeans and thing. But Adam Sandler's almost like CM Punk,
right?
Like they're,
that's his gimmick, kind of, right. Okay, but like the funny thing is, like I remember this, but when like Alberto Del Rio, when he was on WWE, he always dressed to the nines,
right?
Like Tony Montana, like he's still like has a like I remember one show he had on, he pulled up, they had him drive into the arena like in a really nice Cadillac, right? And he's with the Ricardo guy, they get out, bro. He had on like a nice black velvety Versace shirt and a white Versace suit, in glasses. He looked like a male, like a model, like somebody like a Hollywood.
Bro, he still does. He still does. And he's our world champion right now. And right. What was Rodriguez wearing?
I like just regular nice clothes. Yeah, I didn't know.
No. He was wearing a tuxedo, dude.
A tuxedo. That's right. He wore it right. So I'm just saying, it's like it's like, hey, we're rich. Bro, it's like
rich.
You're going to this show is not going to like ever look like it can compete with WWE if the performers look like inferior, like they don't make as much money as the WWE guys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they look like when they come out dressed like this. So I just want to go on that rant. But I think it's a very valid criticism, and these guys should. And it's not the type of criticism you should just say, "Oh, don't just dress nicer."
Right.
How hard is that? It's like I don't get it. So this was an interesting exchange because I think it gets where this went, it got funny. So Ospreay explained to Omega that a lot has changed in his absence. He has nothing to do with the Don Callis family anymore. And he said that Omega came back at a bad time because Moxley's holding the title hostage. But if he's running to the Callis family, he can't do it on his own anymore. Then Omega grabbed the mic for him in kind of like a aggressive manner. I recalled their match Forbidden Door where he dropped him on his neck and stabbed him with the same screwdriver Don Callis stabbed with him months earlier. Omega said he did it because he wanted to prove he was the best, and it took diverticulitis killing him for anyone to recognize that Ospreay even existed. He then said he hoped that he enjoyed being number 2 because number 1 is back and never able to trust someone like him again. Ospreay called him but they were interrupted by the Callis family. Bro, that's what I said. This was getting to a place where I would have wanted to hear these guys have more of a verbal exchange, and then Don Callis comes out.
Right.
All right, but I like
and not for long either.
Right. So Omega ran after them. This was dumb. Bro, this was laid out so atrociously. Okay, I'm sorry, but everybody says I'm a hater, but like where this started and where this ended up was just atrocious. Okay, right off the bat. So Don Callis comes out. You know that Don Callis, Kenny Omega runs out to attack Don Callis, and of course the Don Callis family comes up and bombs him and everything. So he was kind of dumb for him to do that.
Right.
So Lance Archer got involved in the numbers game. They stacked up against Omega and Ospreay. So Ospreay eventually intervened. Okay, when they're beating up Omega. Fletcher, I'm going to read this, okay, because this sounds as absurd as it looked, right? Fletcher dove on Ospreay over the ringside barricade. The brawl continued into the stands. Lance Archer got involved. The numbers game stacked up against Omega and Ospreay. Archer sent Ospreay down a flight of stairs as Takeshita and Brian Cage brawled with Omega 2-on-1. After a brawling sequence, Omega and Ospreay are fighting out of this, and they put Archer through a merch table with a double suplex. The advantage didn't last as Cage, Takeshita, and Fletcher continued the assault. Then Omega and Takeshita brawled back into the arena from the concourse, and the rest. But this went on forever. Okay, security finally intervened, but Takeshita assaulted the security. Ospreay vaulted into the second deck of fans, and Omega scaled a lighting truss, so they're climbing up on these things. Then scaled the truss together, and Omega suddenly offered an apology to Ospreay and said he should have trusted him from the beginning. First of all, they missed the thing. Well, how can we miss? So pull up the spot, Joe. At some point, this happened. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we got.
Now, mind you, this is four guys on 2. All right. Okay. Watch Lance. Okay. For Ospreay, put this like this is something that he wanted to show. Okay. Watch Brian Cage and Lance Archer in this. This is hysterical.
Wow.
I'm like,
he says that's the highest he's ever backflipped or something.
Okay.
Like that.
And I'm like, dude, okay, so then they climbed up the truss together. The 4 heels go back up the ramp, okay? And they cut a promo from the truss. And Omega, after all this, they talked, Omega offered an apology to Ospreay and said he should have trusted him from the beginning. He laid out a challenge to Fletcher Takeshita for a tag match.
Why would you trust
Dude,
somebody
I'm just reading this.
No. I know.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, bro. Why would you trust somebody, right, that you said in the promo, in the ring, that dropped you in your head and attacked you with a screwdriver, and you said you would never, ever team with him? But go ahead.
And now so that changed in about 2 minutes.
Right.
Callis looked terrified. Callis is terrified that they challenged him to a tag match. And as Omega did his good night shtick at the beginning of the show for some reason, he said, "I'm scared of heights, so I'm climbing." Bro, this was okay. There was no heat here. Okay, the heels attacked the baby faces, and the baby faces are up on the thing. They did their dives on them and stuff, and like everything.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And plus 2 during the brawl, it's like, dude, okay, you're in a brawl, you're in a fight. It's 4-on-2. Okay, in real life, you're going to throw punches at people. You're going to start swinging at people if you're fighting. But these guys are throwing their legal forearms like they're going to get disqualified in a ringside brawl. I'm like, I don't know. This was, I don't know what they wanted to get. This would have been better off with just a promo with Kenny Omega healing on Will Ospreay and then cutting a good promo on him. I thought the rest of this was a mess. What'd you think? Am I wrong or right?
I hate to agree with you, but I believe you are right. Let me tell you why. I like both Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, but now how sometimes they're booked and a lot of times they're verbiage. Like this started off hot, where basically Kenny was kind of being a little bit heelish, but I don't think he's going to turn heel, where he's saying the only reason you were over is because I was sick with diverticulitis.
Yeah,
You know?
and I to cause my diverticulitis or even notice
Right.
who you were.
So
you know?
and then right and they were kind of getting in each other's face because he goes, "Oh, what do you mean you?" And I'm
right,
like, "This is about to get good." Then Don
Right.
Callis came out, who was very entertaining, but he came out for 2 seconds, ran to the back, and there was another thing that I was like, "Dude, do you not have a continuance?" What you're doing. Osprey actually said this. Did you saw the show last week, right?
hmm
Tell me if I'm misremembering. Osprey said that the last time they were in the same, he couldn't remember the last time they were in the same ring and weren't throwing punches at one another. How about last week?
right.
You know,
That's true.
and then he's saying, "I'll never ever." Be your partner. And 10 minutes later, I should have trusted you. You're a cool guy.
Right.
And here's the reason why there wasn't that much heat in the match, bro. And you never even mentioned this once, but to me, and I like Brian Cage, but just because I like him doesn't matter. I can't point out things that aren't good. This brawling was brutal.
Horrible.
It looked like a
They
wrestling.
were doing a lot of lazy forms on the back.
Right,
and stuff
right,
like
bro.
Like
Do you not know the
there's
camera's on you?
It's
You
like
know,
there's no.
and
That's why I
it-
said these guys don't know how to brawl.
Bro,
With forearms, they're doing spots.
Right.
Like
It didn't look realistic or effective the majority of the times, bro. When I had to do something like that, I was very snug, and I told the guy to be snug with me so it would look believable. As a matter of fact, the Ripley Nia Jax pull
look way
apart
better.
was
way
way better than this whole thing. And wait 1 second. Wait. Hey.
Talk about the old man yelling at clouds and
What is
shooing people up. Get off my lawn.
Outta
You
here,
should have
dude.
literally said, "Get off my lawn."
That's
Like
all.
I
you should use
should've.
that.
Yeah.
What was he selling? What were they selling?
He's like some security. I just did your neighbor's security thing. Okay, big deal. Did I ask for? He did not go away happy because I always destroy everybody.
But let me tell you something about this, and this is where I think with this generation.
Now,
guys,
anything I said, Disco, would you say no? That's not true.
No, and plus I'm going to post on Twitter. I'm one of the statements I'm going to make. You're absolutely right. This is like a bunch of supposing some of their best workers. Takeshita, Fletcher, Ospreay, and Kenny Omega involved in a brawl. Why did the Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley look better than this?
You know what I
That's
almost
my
feel
question
like?
to you.
Tell me if you get this vibe.
Right.
Tell me if you get this vibe. Joe, did you see the show?
No, I didn't see Dynamite.
All right. I get this vibe. Like, remember that old shirt that Al Snow used to wear that I used to love that said, "Pin me, pay me"?
Right. Yeah.
I almost feel they just go to work. Nobody's really motivated. And they're like, "We're getting paid. Just don't get hurt. And let's just go through this."
And here's the other thing, too. They had an idea for these spots, like climbing up on the truss, climbing up on the things. Like they had the idea for that. And that was their focus.
Yeah.
Let's get to these spots we want to do. And all the other stuff, which is kind of important because you're brawling, this should get to do a lot of just lazy, that didn't look hard. Like I'm like, come on, guys.
And
like
this is almost like the concept was good, the execution wasn't.
And I want to tell people that are listening to this, if you didn't watch,
if they would have hit each other really hard, this would have been way better.
Way better. Go watch if you didn't watch these shows and you're one of those people that listen to our reviews and then watch the shows, watch this and watch the Rhea Ripley Nia Jax brawl. And you tell me what looked more believable, realistic, and looked like better
Joe,
work,
Yes.
I think it was the second segment or third segment. Disco's probably going to come up with it. Please put up for the people that didn't see the show the look that Jimmy Utah's rocking now.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And Thank you for picking us. Boom.